Hello Thursday. Hello guys. Okay, you saw the 55. There it is. 2-inch drop coils in the front. Remember now, go back to my last video, the very last one, and you'll see that that fender was 2 inches above that tire. That definitely looks better. Now the leaf springs in the back, they are a little sagged out, the bushings are gone, so he's going to bring it back. He's just a working stiff, so he's going to be bringing it back sometime, maybe in the fall, maybe in the spring. We're going to do the leaf springs. And what his plan is there, we'll get a drop leaf, but we'll get it so at least it's an inch higher in the back than the front. Give it that little bit of a rake. But that's pretty good, eh? It's one thing done. And then the next one that came in, that we're working on, there's the master cylinder right there. So today we did the wheel cylinders. Mike got those done, and the master's leaking. Here's the old wheel cylinders in the boxes. So we'll get the new master in it tomorrow, bleed the brakes, and then this gentleman is on his way. This gentleman here, this is one. If you go back in old videos, you'll see it again. We shoved the high performance flatty in this one, if you remember. So this guy drives this truck. I think this guy's like 80 or 81, and he drives this truck every single day. Even in the winter. Every day he goes out everywhere in this truck. He's got that he's got that expensive transmission. I don't think it's a 5-speed. I can't remember what it is. Anyway, we did all that for it. Go back, you'll find a video somewhere. It'll show. But now he brought it in. A little bit of a brake leak. He's a regular customer. Terry's his name. Great guy. Always happy to work here. So that's what's going on there. So that's not bad for this Thursday. We'll get the master in it and away we go. Excellent, excellent. Let me set this camera down. I got to deal with someone here and then we'll be right back at you. Alright guys. Ah, there he is. There's the man.
Building a ladder.
Yeah, that's my brother from another mother. He's building away on the house. Alright, I'm going to start by cleaning up this frame here because we're going to be doing some paint work here tonight. So I'm just going to wipe the frame down, just makes it easier to mask, get some of the dirt and crap off it. Sean's in there working away. He's working on parts for the 56 Ford pickup to get he's texture spraying them all in behind. So we're doing that. And Mike just pulled in with the Ford pickup from test driving it with the brakes. So we'll see what goes on there. So I'm going to start cleaning this up, and I'm not going to film that because there's no point. Let's see where we get. Alright, so there we go. I just cleaned it up. All I really used to clean it up was a little foamy glass cleaner here. I don't want to start using spray waxes and that because it's going to get dusty again. I'm only cleaning it now because the masking will stick nicer to it for Sean when he's masking it. And it's going to look nice when the customer comes over and the interior's painted and the firewall's painted and the frame's looking nice and clean. That looks good. But normally, like I say, it's going to get dusty again. That's all good. And we like to leave it dusty. And you might say, what do you mean you like to leave it dusty? I'll tell you why. Overspray lands places, even though we keep this frame covered up when we're working on it, overspray lands places. But when it lands on dust, it's got a better chance of not sticking to the paint. Hear what I'm saying? Okay. Maybe my logic maybe doesn't work. I don't know. So that's all cleaned up. We'll be getting her in here pretty quick. Yeah. That looks nice. That looks way better. Like I say, Sean's getting these are the 56 Ford, getting them all scotch braided inside, get them ready to texture spray. He's got all sorts of stuff here on the go. Panel 56 Ford. That's Firebird. Yeah. And the hood for the 65 Chev. Sean did the bodywork on the inside. We didn't know if the customer wanted to do it, and he did. We cleaned it up a bit, so it's going to look good. So that's all good. Yeah. So that's it for now. We've got this car sitting down on the ground. We're going to be pulling this into Sean tomorrow, which is Friday, and he's going to get going on this. Bit of a job here, at least a good solid week right there to get it roughed in, but that's okay. So that's all good. Got to get it because you can see where your hands touch. You never touch bare metal with your hands. See that? That's all the residue. That's what it does. I'm not too concerned he's going to sand it again, but that's what it does. That's why you don't touch bare metal with your hands. Put gloves or stuff on. So that's it for the moment. Right now I got my truck backed in here. I gotta run some brake drums down to the machine shop, and then we'll be back at you and show you what we're up to next. Alright, all cleaned up. Time to start masking. Some people might say, why would you mask all the cab off when you're painting the inside? Just let the overspray go. Well, if you do that, then you got to sand all that crap back off. Just makes the job twice as hard. So you mask it all off for the areas that you're painting. And you just paint what you need to paint. Plug all the holes. You can see Sean's put the tape from the back side because you don't want the overspray going in that way. No one really knows what it takes to do this. They think you just mask it in a half hour. It's usually a few hours. But a few hours of masking will save you a day of sanding and prepping, right, Sean? Getting all that overspray off? Yeah. So, there you go.
Ribs in the roof. How long does that take?
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, you sand all that there. People don't understand. Like, you can't get a machine in there, so you do it by hand. Yeah. But that's okay, we're going to see some paint on it tonight. Maybe we'll get a little bit of video coverage and we'll show you guys as much as we can while we're painting here. Alright, we'll check out how Sean's doing here. All masked up. Looking good. Looking real good. Perfect. Tonight we'll be painting with some matrix paint. Down there. Very good. Alright. See what else is going on here today. Check it out. Let's close this door. Pretty boring. Anyway, Mike's working away on the 32. Still waiting on parts for the 59. I don't know, things are starting to stockpile here. And the Ford pickup is in for brakes. We're just waiting on hub seals for the drums. Drums are machined right there. Wheel cylinders, master cylinder, and brake shoes are right here. Anyone with a 48 to probably in the 50s Ford, there's your front brake shoe number, 228PG. 228PG is the number you want. That's what they say. Okay, well, be back here in a bit because I'm going to try and get a little bit of coverage tonight as we're painting, but I'm not going to get a lot because I just don't want to be out there in that shit. And that's just the way it's going to be. Plus, who likes to sit there and watch paint dry? I've got other things to be doing. But we'll try and get some coverage so you can see what's going on. And yeah. It's a pretty, this week is a little, the videos aren't probably the best this week. Not too much going on. Next week will be really good. We'll be putting that 65 together. You'll get to see that. Putting the inner fenders on, the rad support. Cab will be all painted up inside. Doors will be going on. It's coming to an end now. Soon! Okay guys, this is going to be quick because I don't have a mask on right now and I'm not going to be letting flies in and out. But we're going to show you. I can already hear it. We're going to show you. That's right, right? Okay guys, there we go. First beginning of the base. Okay, we'll get out of here. We'll let the man finish up. He's going to put some more base down, then it'll be clear coat time. And I'll show you at the end. Okay guys, we will go take a look on this beautiful Thursday evening of September at how it all looks right now. Okay, let's turn off this radio. Let's turn off this fan. Now remember, we were only painting the interior and the firewall and the jambs. There we go. Someone's going to ask what color it is. I can't remember. It's a brand newer Ford color. I think it's a Ford Mustang color, to be honest. So there we go. Now you might ask, if you're picking up on this, you might say, okay, so you painted the interior, you painted the firewall, you still got to paint the outside of the truck. Why would you not have masked this off? Like, do you leave that and mask it after? The answer to that is no. This, believe it or not, we will Scotch-Brite and repaint that when we paint the whole truck. Why do we mask it this way? Because if you mask it off, see, like here, let me explain on this rocker. If you mask it off, because we're going to repaint the rocker, if you mask it off here, just to paint that, you get this hard edge line between the paint and the clear. And when you go to paint the vehicle, when you're prepping it for the final prep, that edge is really hard to get off and you end up breaking through. If that makes sense. You break through the paint, you even get down sometimes to the bare metal. So we paint all this, put the truck together. It's easy just to take a Scotch-Brite pad to where it's been painted and repaint over that. So we're not going to repaint the door jamb, but paint that. And yes, when we do the jambs, what we use is we use a foam tape that goes in there. But there we go. These trucks are kind of hard to paint because of the, you know, like it's all one big roof. It looks good. It looks good. I thought I saw a dry spot, but I don't. It's just a reflection of the way this camera's going. My feet are sticking to the floor. I'm going to get out of here pretty quick because it's pretty stinky. There's our ashtray and glove box. Very happy with it. And look at the shine on that. We paint right down to the bottom, and then all underneath is texture sprayed. Spray all the behind here where your fenders go. You know, if you would have got a run here, it wouldn't have mattered. Fender covers it, but it's just nice to know the paint's in there. You know, get up in there the best you can. You're always going to get some dust up inside of here, but that don't matter. The cowl covers it, as long as you get the paint in there. There we are. I don't see, there's no runs. So George never left a signature. He always calls it his signature if he leaves a run. Yeah, it looks good. Very, very happy with it. Very happy. I keep thinking I see, it's weird, I keep thinking it looks to me like I see like it's a little dry, but then when I put my head in there, it's not. It's looking wet. And what I mean by wet is I want it looking shiny and wet. Just like the outside. But with that being said, we're happy. Let's get the hell out of here. We'll get this truck unmasked in the morning. And then we'll show you guys how it looks then. Alright, it's Friday morning. Let's take a look at this truck out in the sunlight. He's putting an LS in here, if you're all wondering. I believe it's a 6 liter he's putting in. Could be mistaken, with a 4L80 tranny. And like we showed you before, he's got stock suspension. I should say frame with all the Ride Tech suspension. Borg-Wargerson's power steering box unit. Drop spindles, all the goodies, disc brakes. It's looking good. Turned out very good. No runs, no nothing. No nothing. I'll be honest, there is the odd 1 or 2 little dust nibs here and there, but what do you expect? This is not a spray booth. We do not paint cars here. We just do inners and jams here. That's the body shop. And when we go to do inners and jams, it takes us 3 hours just to get the bay cleaned out good enough so we can do this. Then we just hose the floor down. That's why you see there's a hose hanging up over there. Let's hose it all down, away we go. So our next thing here is we're going to be painting the inner fenders and rad support are getting done here next today. Going Gonna get all that done satin black. And then after we get all that done, we're gonna do the edges of the fenders so we can put the fenders on, and then we're gonna be doing the doors. We gotta do still the doors on the inner part. So by the end of next week, I'm hoping to see this truck all bolted together cab-wise only. So that's what's happening. And Sean's working away. He's doing a little texture spray. On the 56 Ford stuff. Working on that. Getting lined up. So, we're going to move a few things around, get a few things set up, and we'll start painting some black. This video is all about painting, mainly on a 65 Chevy pickup today, but there are some updates in here too going on. Alright, we've got 56 Ford. Here's just a couple of the fenders, all texture sprayed. Just letting them dry up, and then away they'll go. Sean's getting ready to start spraying for the 65 Chevy pickup. These are the parts that all go satin black. So he'll start spraying away on those. Rad support, inner fenders, hood latch, under the hood pieces. Yeah. Alright. There we go.
Yeah,
we're rocking today. That's a Friday. Yeah. Yeah. It's got to be done sooner or later. Alrighty guys, it is Friday, the end of the day. Mr. Sean has got home. Let's take a look how this stuff is turned. So this is supposed to be a satin black. It's flashing off. You can see it's a little shiny, but it'll flash off a little lighter. Looking good. Looking real good. We did a lot of painting in the last 2 days here. Oh boy. So the whole plan here is Tuesday when I'm back to work, because we all know out there I don't work Mondays. Tuesday we're going to have a video while I'm putting on the rad support, the inner fenders, and hopefully the front fenders on the Chevy pickup. We're going to rock and roll on it. Yeah. And there she is, all covered up over there. We make sure we cover it up. So that's all I got to show you on this Friday. That's what's going on. The Ford pickup is gone. The brakes turned out good. Mike got them all done. Did a good job. They're taken care of. He's back working on the 32. You know the 32. The Henry Ford original. 3-window chop 5.5 inches. 32. With the original flatty with an original Arden heads. You know the car. Anyway. Oh, and the frame for my 55 is gone. It went to the blasters. So I'm super stoked. So that'll be coming home next week. And that means I can start playing with it. So I didn't know what to do. I could go satin black, flat black, or shiny black. Usually I do all frames in satin black. Only because satin black to me hides stuff. Shiny black, you know as well as I do, when you put shiny black on, it shows anything and everything. But you know what? I said, screw it, let's do this frame shiny black. So we're doing the frame shiny black, and I'm super stoked to see how it turns out. It'll be coming home next week. That means I need to get my rear in gear, and I need to finish cutting the floors out of my 55 Chevy. I need to get them finished being cut out, right? So maybe this weekend I'll get a little chance to throw some bracing in here and get them started cut out, because the plan is then get this car off the frame, get the other frame together, and that's it. Get some floors in this bad boy. Super stoked. I really want to have this car on the road for next year. But I got 10 cars and they all need something. So where it ends, I don't know. But the main thing is I'm having fun, and that's all that matters. So I'm never worried if something isn't 100% complete. It's just the fun for me. Just like I'm having fun when I put this camera down now on this Friday afternoon. I'm here alone in my shop. And what am I doing? You all know what I drink when I'm by myself. Nothing better than a Coca-Cola in the glass bottle. Reminiscing, think I'm back in the day even though I'm not. Oh, and I wanted to show you guys this. What do you think of this? I decided to put antenna balls and shifter knobs in these gumball machines. Thought, why not? I got all these shifter knobs, all these antenna balls. I'm going to put them in there. Isn't that cool? I think so. Hey, it's always a good time at Old Time. Catch you next time. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. And don't forget, we sell t-shirts and decals, you know. Look us up, oldtimegarage.net. We're there.